French novelist George Sand once penned, "There is one happiness in this life, to love and to be loved." I find this view misguided and flawed. Today, I will attempt to persuade you that love is not fundamental to happiness in life. I will cover how people are bombarded with love propaganda, how there are unrealistic expectations for love, and love in the age of loneliness. For our entire lives, we have been bombarded with movies, TV programs, and music that all center around love. On social media, people discuss their relationships or their desire to be in a relationship. Yet, despite all of this love talk that floods our minds like a hurricane, there have never been more single people. The University of Colorado published an article stating that there are at least 128 million people who are single in America today. Yet there is still this societal expectation that people should be in relationships or be pursuing relationships, completely disregarding the fact that friends, family, and passions can bring such joy to people's lives. Society's cult-like fascination with love aside, I would like to move on and discuss people's unrealistic expectations for love. Love is seen as this magical cure-all. If you're sad, find love. If you're mad, find love. If you're horny, find love. If you're lonely, find love. An article published by the School of Science and Health, written by Enrique Baron, hits the nail on the head with the title alone. Love is not an emotion. This academic journal covers that through research, it was discovered that love is the cause for emotions, whether they're positive or negative. There's even the age-old comparison of love and drugs, meaning that with emotions constantly fluctuating, that if someone were to be chronically depressed, a relationship would not fix them. Mental health is important, but love will not fix what someone is going through all by itself. The unrealistic expectations for love is one thing, but I would also like to discuss what it is like to love, or love in the age of loneliness, which is what we're considered to be in, due to the increased population of single people and the rise of social media. The National Library of Medicine published an academic journal by Javier Yugas that was titled "The Complexity of Loneliness." This article looks at the connection between loneliness and serious health issues. Loneliness is seen as a state that can be fixed in a couple of ways. One of which is looking and seeking out those relationships that are meaningful with others. But the other, and arguably the more important, is to change our perception and expectations of how relationships have a role in our lives, which means that we can be alone without being lonely. The first step is to work on ourselves, which can be hard, but wouldn't it be worth it if we never had to be lonely again? In conclusion, you do not need love to experience happiness in this life. I discussed with you the unending amount of love in media, the belief that love cures all, and what the age of loneliness is really lacking. I hope that this speech persuaded you to look at your life with a newfound sense of freedom or appreciation. You are worthy of love, but you do not need it to be happy.